Wizard Battle. A tree stump his seat. Vainamoinen's at his pipe again, puffing away, brows shaggy with thought. Silent utterance of smoke goes up into the big blue, the purifying afternoon. He lowers the pipe and sings, lazy chant like smoke rings, deep rhymes, elemental accountings that charm the glade to a stillness, the buzz and tick of the summer. A verse, another verse, such songs. Tingling the wires of reputation, every rival bard's frustration across the heaths of Kalevala. Then he plugs his mouth with the pipe, slurps air, and puffs and repuffs. Miles away in well-farmed Lapland, young Joukahainen, chunk of bread in hand, savagely mops his plate.
What is it, son?
She waits. Mother, oh mother, how many times have you waited thus at his bedroom door, at the entrance to his cave of moods?
What is it, son?
He waits. Father, oh father, how many times have you waited thus, feeling your skull pates grate and shift? Now the boy erupts in oaths, spits gravy.
Vainamoinen is driving me crazy!
Alarmed, the sparrow quits the sill. The fireside dog lifts a dozy ear.
Distinguished Vainamoinen, the greatest of our singers?
Ach, he is my nemesis!
Your nemesis? Come now, I don't think he even knows your name.
The boy's on his feet, the chair going over behind.
Fetch my sleigh. There's going to be a bard battle. My sleigh, I say.
Mother begins to wring her hands.
Sing you into a snow heap, he will. Wad you in there with whiteness and chill.
My boy, he'll have you cold as a frost-burned carrot, creaking like a broken parrot.
He'll pack your gizzard with blizzard, this wizard. Oh, leave him alone.
Bah! I'll wind up his whiskers for him. And now, the lens of day is failing. Shadow spreads from the greedy wood. I must away.
But, son!
No more. Enough parent prattle. My horse is having tremors in his traces. My hell gelding, greedy for action. One flick of the beaded lash across his flanks, and the sparks spatter back at me. Forward, fire eater!
Snow whizzes under the sleigh runners.
Son!
Let him go. Let the boy go.
So, brimstone nostriled, goes young Joukahainen towards the heaths of Kalevala. Brimstone nostriled his little horse, a hectic progress, snorting through the snow. A day he travels, another day, a third, and then, who's this coming towards him? It's that old wizard, Vainamoinen, sleighborn, cruising crookedly through the wilderness, muttering, singing, making his wizard rounds. Drinking? Yes, he's been drinking. He smells slightly of vomit, and his beard glitters behind him like the trail of a comet. Joukahainen meets him head on. A rending of sleigh runners, a tangling of traces, a crackling of horse collars. What an impact! The sound of it flits across the white fields. Wrenched sleigh shafts smoke in the stillness.
Young man, might I inquire as to your family background? Are you perhaps from the tribe of Roadhog or the clan of Careless Driver?
Joukahainen the Youthful, killer bard and master of rhymes. That's my name. Now tell me yours.
I am the sage Vainamoinen, a harmless traveller on these snow roads. You tell me you are Joukahainen the Youthful? Very well. Let an old man pass.
If you are truly the sage Vainamoinen, famous across the heaths of Kalevala, famous all the way to the farms of Lapland, then you can sing me right off this snow road.
Me? I'm retired. I sit under a blanket or potter about. No singing. The cuckoo sings in my garden. That's all I know about singing. I would love, however, dearly love, to hear one or two of your songs.
Hear them you shall, Grandad. Smoke holes go in the ceiling. The fireplace holds the fire. The seal he swims at his watery whim, which all the fish admire. The Northman plows with a reindeer. In the south, they use a mare. An elk is the choice of the gristly lap, for the ground is tough up there. The pike eats whitefish. He's a spawn at nightfish. The perch is a fellow who...
But these, forgive me, but these are childish sounds, aren't they? Nursery rhymes. Speak more deeply.
Joukahainen colors, inhales, tries again.
Handle damp clods, if you'd feel how the world began, how mud spoke to mud with murky electricity. Stick your finger in the...
Womanish noises. Laundry songs. Come now, speak more deeply.
Joukahainen colors, inhales, tries again.
At the beginning of this whole operation, I was person number 6 or 7. The scooping of the seabed, the mountains heaped up with an elbow heave, nearly all of that was me.
He pauses, breathing heavily.
These verses of yours, if I may say, are poor as a pinched fart. Let me tell you something about the beginning of the world, boy. I, Vainamoinen, was there, front row seat. I saw the cosmos branched with black and the frozen disk of the zodiac. All pale, I hung at heaven's precipice, and the stars formed in my beard like ice.
Old boaster, puffed up old bastard, tell it to my sword.
His blade swings in the air.
Put it away. I don't fight amateurs.
Fight with me, or with my singing, I'll plunk you right into my father's pigsty, face up under a farrowing sow. My songs make corpses, old man. This one I drove deep into a dunghill. That one I crammed into a shitty corner of my cowshed. Fight me! Fight me!
Indeed, you have succeeded in getting my goat.
And he begins to sing.
A failed seduction. A girl, she goes through the green, green gloom, through the dim arcade of the wood. It's Aino, peering to left and to right, in the dream of her maidenhood. She's looking for branches to make into brushes, for twigs that will whisk and whiz. What a good girl. What a lovely girl. What a virtuous girl she is. Her bangles gleam, her ribbons glow, besotted insects come and go. How she shimmers in modesty, how she shines under the umbrous pines. Lovely Aino, adored by weeds, #1 with the heavy-headed flowers. But wait, somebody's watching. An ancient voice violates the reverie, ancient, mossy.
I am the eyes of the wood.
She stops, peers ahead. In the groin of a tree, as green as lichen, there sits an old boy with his hormones spiking. His white hairs are waving, electric with lust, and the foam at his lips is forming a crust. Who is this fellow? Why, it's distinguished Vainamoinen, the most potent of our bards. You know, the singer whose timeless songs stop the boulders from butting each other and the north from folding into the south?
You're mine, Gerline. I won you fair and square. Ask your idiot brother.
Joukahainen?
That's him. He bandied songs with me, so I stuffed him in a manure heap. He said if I unburied him, I could marry his sister. Which is you?
Where is my brother now?
Still picking the shitballs from his hair, probably. Come here. I love you deeply.
Aino gasps, and from his tree cleft, seductive Vainamoinen weaves a love spell.
The stars blink and the world blackens. The moon her silvery sea rope slackens. The lovers know, the lovers know. Over the crawling waves they go. The heave of the tides has fucked up their insides and carried their little hearts down below.
Aino feels it, his encroaching magic, his desire that lives in ditches, his undergarment that itches. She smells it, his old man's breath, bog suck in the outstretched branch, and the dawn leering over the mountain. She tears off her ribbons, pulls out her earrings. She flings aside her bright bangles.
Of every girlish trapping, I hereby divest myself. Fly away, innocence. Fly away, mental health.
The drip of the heat leaf is virtue's thief.
Thus speaks beady old Vainamoinen. But now he is all alone, and Aino ends it all.
The